Okay, so this hand looks keepable. Uh, Obviously with the gold mirror, it's um, average to good, sort of depending on what I draw. If they kill the gold mirror, then it's still average to poor, depending on what I draw. But it seems like it's worth a keep. You always got to think about what your hand is like without the mirror, because they will kill it a number of times. My opponent has started making conversation. What? It's a good thing he is not a liberal user of F6 because I clicked on my land and it lagged and didn't play it. Apparently that's been a pretty big problem. A lot of people have been complaining that they've lost games due to lag in this room. So, that is a reason to play very slowly. We got a Mirrodin opponent. Now that makes it less likely that he'll kill a gold mirror, because he doesn't have the what is the name of that? That's a really good draw. We can put our septic rats down now. What is the name of that 1/1 for 1 that neg1/neg1s? It keeps slipping my mind, but they don't have that, and they don't have virulent wound, which are two major causes of mere death. They do still have the red I always forget the name of these guys. Smith, the red Smith. Our opponent has lost connection to the game. I haven't played it in a while, since yesterday, but I assume this is kind of normal, because everyone keeps complaining about it. Red, white, as expected. I'm playing a sort of less expected deck. Color combination. I'll get in there and then I'll play the digester, because while it is slightly easier to kill, it is less likely to get through damage, given that I've gotten through some damage already. So I'd rather put this down, one, bait out anything that could do 2 damage, because it's better than my septic racks, and 2, be able to get in there while this thing can get in there, in order to make my septic rats better. Flesh Eater Imp is not going to get played this turn. I'm going to play Septic Rats. Depends on what he does, though. I am going to leave my Goldmere back, just because it gives him a little bit of incentive to kill my Goldmere, because it looks like I'm going to use it this turn. Make me sacrifice my guy. Oh, Master Skull. Okay. It's one of the new tricks. Well, that's fair enough. That is fair enough. Good thing I didn't attack with the mirror. I am going to play Septic Rats, and if his mirror token is the only thing that's going to be blocking, then I can clasp it. Perilous mirror. Well, we don't want to let that thing get to our Flesh Eater Imp. Hmm. I do want more how much is this to equip? 2 would have been pretty good. Because we can play Contagion Clasp, we can play Straw Scythe, we can play Scourge Servant, and we can play Fleasure Ramp. I want a lot of guys to be able to put a Scythe on them, so I don't think I'll be trading here. I think I'm just going to play the Servant. Although playing the Imp seems better for damage. That actually seems a bit better. I can eat the mirror to survive if he has a way to sacrifice his Perilous Mirror. Now Tezzeret is a live draw because of the island, which is good. Our guy resolves, and we will pass the turn. He didn't have a blast for him, which is a good first step. Let's see if he's got a turn to slag. He goes to the equip. He will be getting in for 3. I'm not going to block that thing. Two mana. Burn the Impure. Is that worth both of my guys? If I give him both of my guys for the burn, next turn I can hit in for 2. Can't really play anything else. No, I got enough stuff going on here. I don't need to do that. If I draw another land, I can smash in with Strathscythe Septicrats. So now what I will do is if I clasp his mirror, he gets that. Then I can play Digester. Or I can just play Scourge Servant. Seems a little bit better. I can still trade the rats though. But I won't. Take another 3. Call the ringleader. Attacks each turn if able and has battle cry. There's a land. It's planes with that, so I can give +5/+5 to one of my guys. Make a 7/7 infect. If I put it on this guy, 8/8 infect if I put it on this guy. As it is, this guy is 4 power. I think I just want to trade my Scourge Servant for that, which means I need the Contagion clasp out there. I can trade away all my guys, but I don't want to do that. I'll leave myself with 1, so you can start getting in there. I can just play Strata equip it, eat his ringleader, but then I gotta probably chump a mirror. But then I can, yeah, if I chump the mirror, this mirror with Septic Rats, so I have to put the Strike on this guy, chump this guy with Septic Rats, next turn clasp this, he won't be able to kill this, he can only kill my mirror, and that's not much value, and then I can finish this off. So that seems like a good play. I'll take 2 from the Perilous Mirror if necessary, or do I have to? No, yeah, because Gold Mirror will be tapped. Okay. So there's no reason to play around Galvanic Blast anymore, because he obviously doesn't have that. So let's see, Concussive Bolt kills us? Yeah, easy. If he has it, he has it. There's nothing we can do. Although I guess we could deny him Metalcraft. But I think that's a pretty subpar play, even if it plays around Concussive Bolt. That's pretty much all it does, because it trades our Septic Rats for his Perilous Mirror and gets our clasp into play. He needs it this turn or he's in pretty big trouble. There are a few spells he could play to come back from this spot, but I think, well, almost definitely I'm winning on this board, because he has to get in there with that. Deals 4 damage. It doesn't get a bonus, so it deals 4 damage to this, so he needs a 4 damage spell. It doesn't look like he has turn to slag, but he might. There might not have been a time to use it, in which case I guess it's pretty bad. But he doesn't have Galvanic Blast unless he drew it this turn, because that's pretty easy. Blast this guy in response to equip. He could always re-equip Copper Carapace to this guy, but all that changes is Burn the Impure allows him to kill us, whereas it couldn't otherwise. Galvanic Blast could already do it, and Turn to Slag could already do it. And any of the one that what's the Red Smith? What's it called? I don't know. But the Red Smith plus an artifact could kill us if he re-equips, but that's quite a bit of mana. He needs a 0 costing artifact for that, so that's pretty much out of the question. But we would think about that if he actually re-equipped, because that would mean something. I don't think any other re-equip really is necessary. Arrest is pretty good. Leaves us with the Strata Scythe, but we're in a bit of a sore spot here. Is he going to attack with the Perilous Mirror? Or? Does he not want to let us play a planes, re-equip, and then proliferate for the win? Although he doesn't have a poison counter already, so this guy's still a 2-2. So he'd be a 7-7, 8-8, and there'd be 9 poison counters. He's thinking for the future. So you can kill the mirror or kill this guy in 2 turns. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be playing this and re-equipping this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we need a land then, because otherwise we're in a bit of trouble. Any number of spells could really hurt us here. Revoke Existence is pretty good. We'll get this off and then play this guy. If he's got nothing and we draw land, it might be worth... Hey, what do you know? Yeah, we didn't draw land, so we can't Contagion Clasp, Proliferate, block. But we can do what I wanted to do, and that was revoke the Arrest. Seems like the best play. Revoking this guy doesn't do anything because we got no attackers. So revoke the Arrest. Play the Digester. Otherwise we can play Contagion Clasp and kill this. And then take 4. Could be a play. It doesn't seem like he has much more burn, because there was times to use it, like to get through a lot of extra damage by burning this guy. That might be the best play, because otherwise Concussive Bolt kills us. I guess Concussive Bolt kills us. No, he doesn't, because he doesn't have Metalcraft. Oh wait, but he only needs 4 damage because we have no blockers. So Concussive Bolt kills us either way, so that's out of the picture. Don't have to think about that. We're either taking 4 and going to 3, killing 2 of his guys, and taking an extra 2. So going to 1 seems pretty bad. Not gonna lie. I like revoking, playing Digester, leaving back the mirror to block this guy. This guy to block this guy. Or just revoking the Arrest and playing the Clasp to kill one of them, kill this guy. That seems even better. Gives him no value off his mirror, because he can attack with his mirror next turn. I do like that. I'm gonna do that. Still have the mirror back to block this mirror. So if he's got another removal spell for my guy, then... Although, no, he can kill our mirror. That's a non-issue. He gets in for 2. So we'll be able to tell a bit about his hand, depending on whether he gets our mirror or gets us, because right now, given the board state, it's the same amount of damage. But if he has some tricks, like some hasty dudes, then he wants to get the mirror. And he is thinking about it. It's obviously, there's no reason to leave up any of these, like, I guess just the island, just the blue. There's no reason to leave up blue for the slight disperse bluff, when he might just not kill our gold mirror. He might just want to get through the 2 damage, and then draw a hasty creature, and just had not thought about it, so I'm giving him a chance to misplay here. He's made his decision, he's going to kill the mirror. That's fine. Our guy is back to block. He gets in for 2 and we go to 5. Concussive Bolt no longer kills us, so that was a that was one move we could do to survive Gust Bolt. Okay. That does work. It's not too bad, but it leaves him with this 2/2 guy, and we don't get to play our digester unless we draw a land. We do have one more plains in our deck, or no, more than that. We have 2 more plains in our deck. So if when we get this back, we can't pick plains again. Alright, so now we have to do this. Oh wait, this is 4, so we have to do this anyway. And that's the perfect card. That was the absolute perfect card. We can now kill all of his guys. And we will. It's all instant speed, so we don't have to worry about that. That was pretty brilliant. That was a good draw. And he unfortunately doesn't get the poison counter until after this guy dies, so we can't play afraid of that. Now we want to re-pick targets for play afraid, but we can't. And we pick plains again. Still the Gobakers, buddy. Ooh. Razor Hippogriff. That is a good one. Getting back Perilous Mirror. That's pretty harsh. He can kill us. And that's it. That's GG. He equips this and bashes it. That was a close game. Once we stabilize, we just hit him once with a Stratascythe guy, and it's pretty over. But we can't deal with that. Okay. So, first of all, this looks like a good card. The Wormcoil Engine seems to win us the game against this deck. Well, it normally does, but just not against poison. It's still pretty good, but it doesn't just win. But this deck is basically just destroyed by Wormcoil Engine. One attack and it's gone. As for what to take out, his deck, from what we've seen, he might not have drawn them, but doesn't have any. We didn't see any insane bombs, which means I think our deck quality is just better than his. We can just outplay his cards with our cards, which makes me want to make the deck more consistent by taking out Tezzeret and the Islands. That is what I'm going to do. Tezzeret can steal games against decks that would otherwise just kill me with awesome cards, but he doesn't seem to have those. So we'll put in an extra swamp and 2 extra plains. And apart from that, it doesn't look like I want anything else. A quick look. The Arbalist. No. No. Alright. Playing first, this seems pretty good. We have a double black card in our deck, Grasp, so we'll play that. That is a pretty good draw. He knows we drew that this turn, but that doesn't tell him much. Perilous Mirror. That might get a revoke. In fact, it might get a revoke this turn. He didn't have any bomby equipment that we saw. He just had that +3/+3 guy, and we don't want this killing our time track. Although, for right now, we're not going to be blocking it anyway, we don't need to attack through it because we have no ground guys. So the question is, if we're going to revoke it eventually, I think we are going to revoke it eventually, so why not just do it now? That seems like the right play, and we're going to be using our mana a lot. Plus he can get the Perilous Mirror back if we kill it in any other way, so it looks like we are definitely going to be revoking it, because it can kill either our crazy flyers. It's just, I would want to save it normally to see if he has any other more balmy artifacts, but we've already seen a bit of his deck and we didn't see one, so I'm going to go ahead and revoke it. In Sky Hunter. Alright, well, so the question is, Imp or Shrike? I think the answer is Imp. Although, we would rather our Shrike get killed. Holds back his guy fine. But Imp in the face of no removal is a lot better, because we can play Gold Mirror, equip Axe, and attack next turn. But his deck had a lot of removal, so we'll be playing Shrike. Debate a bit of that out. We haven't seen Blast at all so far, so I'm not going to be playing around that very much. Not as much as Burn the Impure and Arrest. Because both of those cards we did see. He plays a Brass Squire, which can attach Copper Carapace. Seems fine to me. Well, as it turns out, Flesh Eater would have been a much better play. He may have just had removal though, so we don't know. But I think we're just going to play the Imp now. So, playing Gold Mirror. This guy's a funny guy. He can block and then equip it. That is pretty cool. Alright, well, we're just going to play this guy, Leaving Up Wound. So we can put +2/+2 at any time from now on. After a long time of thinking, he reveals he does in fact have a balmy artifact. Protection from black and from green. Okay. So if he has a 2-mana kill spell for our Time Strike, we're in a lot of trouble. He's going to equip that attack. Burn the Impure, basically just game over. If we could have swapped around the order of Virulent Wound and Revoke Existence in our deck this game, we would be a lot better off. But as it is, we have used up our Revoke. Alright, he's attaching. Well, we've got a block here, definitely. I don't think there's any reason to eat it, so I won't. Oh, definitely won't. Would have been very dumb. Because he's got, in fact. Alright, we're in a lot of trouble. Well, we could play out both our spells, but I want to keep the Virulent Wound in hand. Just the thing. We can't wound this guy, so we're not wounding a whole lot. Which means maybe I want to just discard the gold mirror. I keep both my guys. Of course, this, if I attack, discard gold mirror. If I play gold mirror and eat it, he's halfway dead. Then he has to leave his guy back, because otherwise I can just draw a creature and win, so I will be playing gold mirror. Attacking. Fully expect to burn the Impure, but we're not winning anyway. Well, yeah, I would have waited till I ate my guy, but okay. Nothing we can do. So we'll just not re-equip. Because we're going to be using our wound. Okay, so he wants to attack with his Brass Squire then. Well, he's not getting in for damage. Okay, so maybe, yeah, I guess he's just not got to play. He's not got two plays, so there's no reason to play them both. Which is a good thing, I suppose. Five mana. Yep, Ringleader. Not what we needed. Of course we should have just played the land, there was no reason not to. We are going to be blocking the Ringleader, giving us as much chance as we can get to draw a Wormcoil Engine. I think we just need to draw it this turn. And that doesn't do it. Well, I would have liked to have not had to sell the Tezzeret to make up for this draft, but it looks like that's the way it went. Oh, it is sealed, sorry. That's the end of round one.